and he'd slap a $100 bill on the dash, and he'd say, if you can grab her, it's yours. He'd start shifting them gears, and boy, I could never lean up there. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Halt! Before this video gets rolling, I gotta do something. It's rather unfortunate, guys. Y'all know I've been picky about what trucker hat I want to sell, and I did a test run of these. Liked them, turn around and order 500 of these puppies. Look at what they sent me. Boy, 500 of these later, here's these cheap ones that curve in from the exact same company. Guys, I've got a lot of these that I need to get rid of. I can't tell you this is a good looking hat because it's not. So what I reckon I'll do is I'll autograph each and every one of these, and it'll be a great wall hanger in any man cave. Or you can wear it as a hat, just know you're gonna look like Elmer Fudd with it on your head. I'm working on getting more of these good ones though, where I can sell them and be proud of them. Yes sir, so I get to autograph about, I don't know, until my hand falls off. If it don't look like a little kid did it and it ain't got a star above the eye, then it's not a real Puddin's autograph, baby. What's that? You want the rarest of the rare? Well, boom, I got them right here, baby. I think we got like 25 of the pink, maybe 50 of these units, and maybe 100 of the gray, I don't remember. These are the super rare collector series edition right here, available on the website today. Thank you guys for the support. I hope you enjoy this video. Attention party people in the place to be. In the Puddin's Fab Shop, rocking with me. So what happens when you drink some coffee and you ain't got no breakfast to counteract all the magical abilities that come with that unit. And y'all know good and well around the Puddin's Fab Shop, it's always going down, baby. We got this old Datsun going down to the ground. Yes, sir, she's the lowest Datsun around the damn town. She ain't looking too shabby, guys. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is my truck right out of high school. I put air right on it. Total hack job. We're giving her a little revamp now, 12 years later. Front suspension's all modified, we'll say that. We're actually gonna mess with the front end today, guys. We got some sheet metaling and a little fabricating up front that needs to happen. You know, you can't steer it without no tie rods, so we need to get a little tie rod action going. Last few weeks we've mainly been on the back. We done set up a proper geometry 4-link, and you know, we got some Dimple Datsun speed holes going. You know, we like the holiness around here. I may be a sucker for white steelies, but damn, those wheels look good on there. Now, y'all know good and well Mama didn't raise no punk, so the back of this thing's gonna have a little junk in the trunk, baby. We're putting this old U-Haul box on her. You damn right, because she's a towing, hauling machine, baby. These boxes actually came from U-Haul, from their little mini movers, and most people don't know it. You could actually move 1/8 of a single bedroom apartment with these things. Let's get a little sunlight up in here. It's too dark and gloomy. There we go. Any day you're breathing and that sun's shining, not too bad of a damn day, is it? There's that old mini mover sticker right there. Now last week, we started to build our pirate ship floor here, and she are looking good. Of course, we had to cut that out for all of our suspension to whoop up into there. Now obviously we ain't done on this piece, but I'm kind of ready for a break from this. You know, I ain't much of a woodworker, guys, and that's what we did last week. Now, we also whipped some dents out of this thing. This piece was missing. She was looking bad, so if you're into custom body work that takes, I don't know, like 10-pound sledgehammers, you may want to check out last week's video. I'm just saying. We got all the custom body work you could handle, baby. Oh. You want to do some heavy stretching before some light lifting, guys. Come on, baby. There There we go. This hood weighs 14 pounds. Now that sheet metal, she's in real good shape right now. We got a nice custom job going on there. And yeah, it looks like our tire may want to play patty cake with the master cylinder for our clutch there. So yeah, we got a little bit to figure out. And you know, she's firewall's slightly tubbed. And I have no clue why I did that for slightly. That made 0 sense. What I'm trying to show you here is some of our custom suspension and custom tie rods down there. So just so you kind of see what we're after. Old front end needs a little more upgrading, y'all. But as it so happens, life also happens around here. So the little pink tampon, she needs a fuel pump. That's that thing, by the way, my oldest daughter's car. And my travel brakes are leaking. So we gotta figure out what's leaking on that, where I can possibly get parts coming as well before we start twiddling our fingers on this thing. And I am the damn box truck king, baby, if you didn't know. Let's get old Edna there whipped up on the concrete where we can take a little gander. After the full build on this old girl, guys, all I've done since then, the old U starter ended up going out, and you can push start automatic, okay? So you can't, but I done did it in the dollar store parking lot, so you can't make that shit up. And now some brake issues. This old girl could use a washing and another patina saucing. There we go. Done told y'all can't beat no white steely, baby. You damn right she was a 6-lug international 2-wheel drive. Yeah, I'd say that would do it. This right here is the stainless steel brake hose with Bluetooth connection. Yeah, that ain't supposed to be off there. So that ain't looking too good. But at least our 4-link and Panhard bar and, you know, rear sway bar, all the goodies, all the suspension, well, she looks just right. So this is a damn old performance towing machine, baby. I try not to use parts from online like that damn thing, because guess what? Now it breaks. Now we gotta wait, opposed to just get one from the O'Reilly's or something. So at least I know what our problem is, guys. We'll get her ordered. When she ain't leaking, she stops on a dime. We're gonna get her aired up and take a look at the tie rods first, I think. The mock-up ones are slightly redneck. And by slightly redneck, what I really mean is these baby are top quality. Now we did kind of cut corners because we didn't use a lock washer, so she's not as safe as she could be. Now obviously these are just for mock-up where we could roll this thing around. Our Datsun tie rod was too long whenever we swapped to the old Nissan hard booty spindle. Also, when it's aired out, she's starting to hit the frame. If we have to, we'll notch the frame. I ain't scared. Mama didn't raise no punk. But I kind of wanted to figure out old solution without having to do that. I don't know if I figured out a solution. We're about to find out, because I ordered some stuff anyhow. I really roughly ballparked and measured that tie rod, and then I ordered some stuff from Speedway. Boy, and wanting the crazy looking bump steer tie rod setup we got going on here. So there's our pieces when they're not assembled. I think them tie rod ends are a 7-degree taper. And I want to say these are for like a dropped axle, early 50s Ford pickup. They got about 1.5 inch drop built into them. I'm hoping that'll let us get out and clear that frame without having to notch the frame. So after I found these, I just ordered a sleeve that works for it. Ordered another tie rod in that matched the threads or whatever. You gotta have some lefty-loosey threads and some righty-tighties, so pay attention to all that. Let's see if this baby's gonna mock up into place or not. I sure as hell hope so. I wish I could tell you guys I did more research on this, but I kinda just fired from the hip on it, baby. Hell, if we have to, we'll just reinforce this puppy and tig her up. Get that threaded on there. She does fit in place and we can get these castle nuts started, but we can't tighten them down where they need to be. I think we'll have to remount our spindles and drag link more, whatever, pitment arm, whatever this thing is. Not a whole lot more neither, so I think that's doable. And I know y'all think this is crazy looking, but it's actually not. Let's see how she looks when she's aired out. Oh baby, she's clearing. She ain't hitting nothing, and by the time that tie rod drops down 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, she'll be damn good. I ain't got no bind on that tie rod, and we ain't got no bind on that tie rod. Pick this baby up to donk lift, take her to full lift in the front. At full lift, the most bind we have is on this tie rod right there, and guys, that ain't hardly any bind at all. Take her to about half travel. Here at about half travel, everything looks nice and good. And of course, there she is laid out again. Get us a little ream job on those, and I think we're gonna be good to go, guys. Don't worry, guys. I know what you haters are thinking. I hope you like bump steer. You're gonna bump steer everywhere in that damn thing. Better not hit a gopher mound. You're gonna lose control from all the bump steer. That just looks crazy. Bump steer, bump steer, bump steer. You know what rhymes with bump steer? Get the hell out of here. I bet she drives pretty good, guys. Let's take a, well, we probably can't look at the whiteboard. We got her blocked. Damn pirate ship in the way. Yeah, she's blocked pretty good. I ain't scared to improvise. We may not have a whiteboard, but we got a U-Haul box, baby. A U-Haul box and masking tape, a cardboard, and some bibs full of hopes and dreams. Let me draw our little tie rod set up here. Here she is, if you can't tell. She just looks perfect. Most folks don't know this, but I was actually an art major. That is not true. What is true, and most folks do know, is I'm plumb full of crap. What's important to know on this, let's draw us a line kind of through that tie rod to tie rod, okay? That right there is the same as that right there. What I mean is, even though this thing's curved, that imaginary line right there is the shape that this curved piece is holding. So, if we add some imaginary lines at this baby when she's at half travel, or when she's at full lift, or when she's laid out, well, kind of like that, it don't look so crazy, does it? But being that shape allows us to stay underneath the frame where she can lay out, no binding, no notching frames. She's gonna work good, guys. Where that tie rod intersects with all the pivoting points and everything, that's what's gonna cause bump steer on this baby. And no, she ain't gonna be perfect, but I don't think it's gonna be as bad as some of y'all are probably thinking. That's a nice way of saying I'm gonna drive the damn thing and it's gonna be just fine, I promise. Why the hell did I need this big piece of cardboard for this lesson? Hell, I don't know. Since we're talking about curves and stuff, and someone mentioned it, why don't we talk about a Panhard bar real quick, guys? Here's example one. This baby's at half travel. These are our tires, okay? Here's our axle. Someone went off-roading. I try to tell them not to, and they've been an axle tube. They'll be fine. These are our frame rails here. And here's our mounts for our Panhard bar. For some special reason, they had to put a curve in this Panhard. Maybe they thought it looked cool. Maybe they needed to clear the top of the pumpkin. Who knows? Let's just say there's a curve in that baby. If you don't know, a Panhard bar stops side-to-side movement. I think we showed one underneath the Travelall earlier. There she is, and she's got a curve in her, maybe you can see. So that right there is example number one, and we got the crazy curved, you can't curve that Panhard bar right there, baby. Right here at exhibit B, we're gonna keep a nice tidy short tab on each one because it looks good. And we're just gonna straight shoot this old Panhard bar right there. And oh, by the way, this unit's also at half travel. Which one's better, huh? She got a little curve in her. Probably want to stay away from that one, right? That one's nice and straight, probably sturdy. This one's already a straight line, so we ain't got to draw a straight line through it. But you can already see what's going there on this one. But connect your dots on this one. What's really happening here? What's really happening is this baby's holding a good level side to side, but she's got some curve in her just to clear our center section. If we're at half travel now, as this thing goes up, it goes this way the same amount, it goes down that way the same amount, she's nice and happy. If this one's at half travel, as it comes down this way, it's really gonna start pulling it this way. As it goes up, it's gonna really start pushing it that way. You may have a straight Panhard bar, but you've also got some plumb worn out bushings before you know it. So there's damn Panhard bar 101 for you. No guys, what I'm trying to say here is, just because something's got a curve in it, or it looks funky, like some drop tie rods, you can't judge it off the appearance because you gotta use your brain imagination and draw that straight line between the pivot points. I hate to keep preaching, but I already got the damn marker in my hand and the cardboard's up. A few people asked if I needed a Panhard bar on this thing to keep it centered from going side to side. And guys, the answer is no. Now, if we had a parallel 4-link, like what's on the Travelall, with 4 bars running front to back, you have to have one, which is exactly what that Travelall has. And boy, she rides like a Cadillac and a mattress firm, top quality mattress, had a baby together, and they made Edna. Edna rides good and she's hefty. She'll tow a load, baby. She ain't scared. But the Datsun delivery, she don't have a parallel. She's got a triangulated, guys. And those bars right there at the angle, that's what keeps her centered up. Just think about it like, hell, you're building a shed, a new outhouse. You got to build you a new place for a shedder. You half frame one wall and then a storm blows in. Hold on, hold on. There's our lightning, baby. So we got a damn storm. We got to head inside. That wind blows nonstop this way on this and just put sideways force. What are we going to do? We're going to snap these corners, baby. She's just going to crumble. But what happens when we put a little triangulation in this old situation? The storm's blowing in, but we work twice as hard, ×2, and we have enough time to get us a support up here and a support up here. Now when you try to push this way, this right here is going to stop it. If you try to push this way, this right here is going to stop it. And this right here is an overview of our 4-link on the truck. There's our 2 straight bars. There's our 2 upper triangulated ones. So maybe that helped. I kind of put her in Pot County terms. Guys, I've been meaning to address that because people's been asking. And I don't mean address like a stern addressing. Some people honestly don't know and they ask good questions. And I try to explain it where folks will listen or understand, I mean. I don't even know where we're at anymore. Hell. How about we just hang up the old markers until class is over? Man, yeah, you better sit your ass back down and not click off this video because that bell don't dismiss you. I do, okay? Professor Puddin runs this class, baby. Get your ass back in that seat. I want to go teach a class somewhere. So I think we're going to just start trimming away on some sheet metal. We need a little cleanup job. It does look like we're kind of gouging the tire just slightly right down there. Maybe you can see. We can damn near tub her all the way down to here for comfort. That way she's really clearing. Sometimes you just got to work what your mama gave you. It's on them leg muscles, baby. Get her ready for the old trim job deluxe. We roughly trimmed her out before, and I mean roughly. I think we're gonna go down to this lip here. We're gonna end up way over here. Then I'm probably gonna bring her up just to be safe. Of course, we're gonna trim her up back there too. Looks like I just found us some chewed wires. That's good. That's what you always want to see right there, baby. So with expert-like precision, I'm gonna get this marked out, guys. Use that eagle eye and get her lined out. There we go. Here's a little pro tip. Once you draw about 12 lines, just draw you an arrow to the one you want to cut, and then you know. And speaking of cut, y'all know good and well I'm cutting good deals on that merchandise, baby. So just head on over to the www.puddinsfabshop.com. Last week we had a lot of shirts in stock, so we should still have some. All kinds of good stickers, as seen here. Well, let's see what kind of damage we can do with those slice and dice. Safety first. I say that as we get ready to set our Mexican blanket on fire with these sparks. Let's go ahead and get her out the way. All right, there's our relay for the electric turbo. Speaking of electric and wiring on this turd, if anyone has a good diagram reference for one of these, why don't you send me an email with it by the small chance. If not, we'll figure out what everything is. No big deal. That's the Eagle Eye Daddy Long Reach combo cut right there. Oh, she's sliced up now, y'all. On the clean cuts, I actually prefer to use a angle grinder, the old slice and dice. Kind of just keeps her cleaner. Pretty happy with all that. Now right there, just maybe, We kind of pie cut back there where we can hammer that away. That's professional rust removal right there. That looks like proper prep work if I've ever seen it. Yeah, we can make something like that work right there. Well, damn it. I've seemed to misplace my die grinder. I can't find it. It's driving me crazy. Ah, who wants some? I spent entirely too long looking for this thing, but I found it. She was in the power tool drawer, which was the last damn place I looked in here. Guys, we can finally clean some damn metal. She's halfway cleaned up and we're ready to try to fit something here. Here's some secrets about sheet metal. It sucks. It ain't fun. I don't enjoy it. I guess that makes it an opinion, not a secret. With sheet metal, you gotta be content with the fact that to make stuff right a lot of times, you may have to build it 2 times and throw it in the trash and start over. Maybe you'll get her on the 3rd time. Of course, that depends on your build and the level of quality you are seeking. This thing to me ain't the build where we go all out on everything, so we're just gonna get something in there that works. There's a little Gaposaurus, I ain't scared to weld her up. Hell, that's what that welder's for. We're gonna take our life-saving ram board here. We're gonna wiggle her up into place about like so, and we're gonna push hard on that into them edges. As you push this and work it, you're gonna indent that old ram board, and we're gonna see where these edges are. Already messed up the first one. When I said mess it up 3 times and throw it away, I was talking about the sheet metal. I wasn't even talking about the damn templates, guys. I got a decent feeling about this one though. I think we did a good job this time. So next we need to cut her out some sheet metal. That may be easier said than done. Yeah, just a little bit. She looks super easy to work with. Brand new 10-foot sheet. Getting it out of there has got me so stressed, got me hitting the bottle again. This piece of sheet metal goes out to all the people who said I don't need a bigger shop. I'm so damn tired of rearranging everything for each weekly video. We're getting a bigger shop, damn it. It can lose the charm of being in a small shop. I've worked from damn grass to gravel to concrete to finally getting this shop 7 years ago, and I'm ready for the next step from here, baby. If you don't want to see me grow, just get ready, because I don't talk about it. I set goals and I achieve it. So I ain't just talking here. It's gonna happen. Everybody wants to see you do better until you do better. Do better's my last name. My middle name's Better. Puddin better do better, because he done talked all this crap to the camera and said he would. Yeah, we'll lose the charm, but we'll save my back, because I won't have to rearrange the shop every time I use it. Here we are. We're going to slice this off about a 4-foot chunk, make her a little more workable. Get her marked out here. Lost Long Bill showed up, everyone. He's been disappearing. What do you think, Bill? We do good? Not too shabby.
That looks good, man. That was all messed up. It was damaged bad.
Yeah. You want a 3/4 ass whipping?
It's funny. It looks like these shirts you need a whole whooping.
That'll be a little easier to work with. This big old crate of goodies will make a workbench anyhow, won't she? Oh. We always got room for a workbench, I guarantee it around here. This old sheet metal's been sitting back there for a minute. Trace out the pattern here. Then we gotta decide how we want to cut her. Like that's up for debate. We'll use the slice and dice. Huh. You can do a lot with that old cutoff wheel. Let's start to curve this puppy. So for metal shaping, there's a lot of specialty tools. This one here.
Sorry. Okay. Take two.
Bill knows I'm about to throw some BS out there. This specialty tool here, not a lot of people have, okay? You can do a lot with your knee and your leg, y'all. Especially if you're just starting to get her first going here. And remember, we're not building a damn Ferrari, okay? It's a damn Datsun. If you are building a Ferrari, I'd advise finding a better instructor than me. Look, she's starting to curve. When you still need a little more curve in her, well, that scrap cabinet, she always delivers. Looky there, now we can push her down. Get a real good radius on that thing. And put that same metal in there. We're gonna whoop on this. Maybe something like that there. We're gonna start trying to fit up this Ferrari, and if it starts fitting, we're gonna try to tack it, hammer it as you go, tack it. We'll trim her up there if we have to. I'm not trying to make this a sheet metal teaching class. We're winging it and dinging it, guys. Couple tweaks and that thing kind of starts to fit. I'm gonna try to tack the two inside corners into place. Next, you want to get your bald spot out. Speaking of thin and bald, that metal's thinner than my hair, I guarantee it.
Right.
Just kind of matched her to what was going on there. She'll follow the old stuff or she won't. I'm gonna pick up on this and I'm gonna whack on the bottom side. After you whoop on it, you can kind of push her up. Boom, baby. That rat only thought it knew how to mess up wiring. Wait till I catch that crap on fire. Wouldn't be our first fire. Or our second. That one you could actually get with a blow. And that's just what's made it on camera. About got this top piece done-ish. We got a pretty good start going there, guys. It'll come together. Dad's got to go to soccer practice. Can't say no to that puppy dog face. We'll be back on her in the morning. Boy, what in the damn mess we got going on around here, huh? I got out here yesterday, okay? And long story short, apparently my memory card was playing games with me. You wanna play games with me? This ain't the damn park or recess. I ain't got no time for games. Red Rover, I'll send this ass whipping straight over. So I got out here yesterday needing to change the fuel pump on the little car. Some of my internet research was not matching with what the car was showing. So I called Uncle Rick, because Uncle Rick's got one of them computer systems that'll tell you what you need to know. So as we waited for Uncle Rick to call us back, we hopped over on this thing. And this little filler piece here, well, we slid in a piece of ram board. We just simply traced her out. We cut her out of metal and we welded her in place. And I started welding up the rest of that, I think. So we got that little filler piece in place. Then about that time, Uncle Rick gave us a ring-a-ding on the old telephone device with the info we needed about that fuel pump. He said, hey, one shows to be a LFM. That means you got a hidey hole underneath your back seat where you can get the fuel pump out. But if yours don't have that, which I knew mine didn't, then you got the LLO, which probably means you got to drop the tank. He said, I don't know what that stands for. And I said, I do. LFM means lucky freaking man because he ain't got to drop the tank. LLO stands for low luck, oh boy, because we got to pull that SOB. And we did pull it. Now, speaking of pulling, I also pulled the wiring harness out of that old Datsun. Yeah, I damn near forgot that because it was running through this hole right there and we were going to do some welding up. Luckily, Datsun uses a connector for damn near everything. that whole damn harness disconnected right there, and we were able to shove her straight through the hole. So we ended up getting the spaghetti harness pulled, and there was jokes about spaghetti and the electronic devices we're gonna miss out on. Then the whole fuel pump situation, yeah. So my oldest daughter, she's been having to drive the Torola and not her little car here, which is all good until these redneck boys, because we live in a one-stop stoplight town here, and they want to know who's lifted Corollas out in the parking lot. So we gotta get her back in this thing where these little redneck boys quit trying to eyeball her with the mud tire situation. So I was out here yesterday leaning on this thing, eating a sandwich, changing fuel pumps, and where the memory card decided to finally start working, I think is gonna be, I found something trying to flatten her tires in the ground, and I got the slice and dice on her. Boy, howdy, look at that tire slasher I just found. There we go, got her pretty deep now. Ain't getting these tires, baby. I'm on damn tire patrol. Now that she's thrown down 300 horse again, we can get back here, and this little lip here, kind of slice that spot weld up. Folded her down because I don't want to weld that in there. Of course, we can take her all the way off if we want. But let's do some welding up here. You're on fire watch for that old leg, okay? Y'all let me know if I catch on fire. We'll do a proper demonstration of stop, drop, and roll, baby. She's all welded up, but up here we're gonna knock that lip down before we weld her up. Time for a flap attack. Grind off the rest of that old lip and just kind of smooth her out a little bit, guys. She ain't perfect. She got about an 80% smooth job on her. Finish this outside edge when I take the fender off, like I said. But honestly, guys, that's pretty simple, right? Just kind of cut the shape you want, bend that one piece on your knee a little bit, one little filler, weld her up, smooth her out. Boom, baby. She's tubbed out on the firewall. And clean up her trim job here. She's tuned up a little cleaner. Of course, it ain't hard to beat that now, is it? Pull the old battery tray for a rust check. Now, each one of these sides, they're gonna be a hair different, because this one's got the battery, the other side's got its own issues. Come on, you rusty pain in the butt. There we go. Got a little rat's nest stored. Looks like mainly right there. But her brace here has her too. I'm just gonna start slicing myself. Woo! I can't believe we didn't rust out all that. She's pretty close to the quick release edition. Oh yeah. There she is. We found the rust, baby. I'm gonna try to get this piece off. Now that may not be too hard either since she's all rusted out. Looky there. Damn near pull her off. Let's talk battery location. How about that? I'm quite aware I can mount this battery in the back. I'm just saying that because I know about 44,000 people's gonna comment it. I'm not a put a battery in the back kind of guy. Call me old school, but I like my battery up front. I like popping the hood and boom, having the battery there. What I'm getting at here is I'd like it to go back in this spot that's kind of rusty. I hate rust repair. Hell, who doesn't? Ain't nothing about it fun. If you like rust repair, then you need to go have an evaluation done. Because something's wrong with you. But we got to fix some rust here, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. Kind of cut her straight right there, then down that way, then straight back. Then down here, we're gonna go whoop towards the rear, and maybe we can take that out in one piece and we can put it back in one piece. Now this hump, we're gonna lose that, so That's all right though. That just means our battery's gonna sit lower. And that's A-okay by me, folks, because I don't give a damn about her going back to factory. Obviously, I just want the battery up front. When you set low standards, it's easy to please yourself. There she is, baby. Looks like a one-eyed monster. We'll start with a square corner here, and guess what? This is about as fun as the first piece of sheet metal we did. That's what sheet metal is. You cut crap out, back to the ram board, then to sheet metal, tack, weld, repeat, same old crap. It's a blast, I'm telling you. You should definitely get into it. For this piece, we're just gonna clamp her, and I'm gonna push that from the back side and trace her on the front side. Well, kinda anyhow. I done told y'all I ain't scared to weld a gap. And after about 7 failed attempts to make that out of one piece, even the damn template, I've made the executive decision that we'll be splitting her up in a couple pieces now. Basically, I'm tired of getting my ass whipped. That's okay, because I ain't scared. We're going to get her dead one way or another, guys. At the end of the day, she's just a damned old Datsun. Just a damned old Datsun with a whole lot of my life invested into it. Draws a couple lines there where I think we need to start bending her. And I'll just kind of eagle eye them to this piece. I think I know what I'm looking at anyhow. We're going to try bending this on a new piece of equipment here. I'll hold this chunk here in my hand and give her a squeeze. That's actually a pretty rare sheet metal tool right there. Hard to find. This corner kind of needs to bend back that way. Just a hair, not much. Boy howdy, not too bad. We need to roll that corner back just a hair more. Here's a little trick of the trade. This is matching up pretty good. This down here, not so much. Well, guess what? She's tacked. So just pick up on the damn thing and tack it and match it as you go. That's top secret, by the way. She matches pretty good, and this is a whole lot easier to make a single template out of. In fact, I done did it out this receipt for that fuel pump. Using this receipt, because if you seen the total on it for the fuel pump for that damn little go-kart, you'd shit your britches. May have meant to put them on the back side. We need these on the back side because I'm about to break out a super rare sheet metal tool on y'all. Oh yeah, there she is right there. Yeah, most car guys don't have one of them, okay? You gotta have fancy sheet metal tools to do sheet metal. Oh, she's close. We just need to add a little more right here. This one has a different diameter roller wheel for a tighter bend. Those things are so heavy, it works good, guys. It'll do a lot of the work for you. Let's go see how we're doing now. We're pretty close right there, guys. This is kind of overlapping that, but we're just going to slice and dice it right there. We got to clean up this anyhow, and we are going to even this edge up with the slice and dice. She ain't going to overlap no more, is she? Better than the rust was anyhow. Let's weld her all up. Boy, y'all tired of damn tacking sheet metal? Cause I am. At least crap like this anyhow. Eagle-eyed us lining. Quick little trim job there. So yesterday was fun, right? Little technical difficulties, losing our files and everything. Rust repair, that's everybody's favorite. And I thought, you know what? We got that stuff knocked out. We're gonna have a good day. Well, she's still sitting right there, as you see. Hank went to leave this morning and she ain't starting. Everything was acting like it was a fuel pump issue. Obviously it's not. I don't know. Uncle Rick's coming over with a scanning tool and a fuel pressure gauge, and we're gonna go from there. Sure acting like the fuel pump was the issue, but I don't want to just keep throwing crap at it. Firing from the hip, so we're gonna diagnose her a little bit. Believe it or not, I don't have scanning tools and fuel pressure gauges for fuel injection and stuff, because up until a few years ago, that wasn't even a part of my life. Only vehicle I owned with it's the Torola, and well, that's a Torola, so you know we ain't got to work on it. She just runs. But hell, here we are anyhow. Can't do shit about it right now. At least we fixed the rust on this thing. So let's do something a little fun. If you call hole sawing metal fun. Let's put some dimple dies in this baby. We do set us a new battery tray here. We don't want her to catch water. That's my justification anyhow. And we can put some strength in this thing. So maybe we'll just come across here and maybe do something roughly like that there. Though our ballpark job's pretty decent there, we're gonna have to do a little better. So I'm just gonna rough us some numbers in here. She ain't gonna be perfect, but I reckon we can do a little better anyhow. Going from the center out on them 2.5 inches or so. And by or so, I mean 2.5 inches. Punch center on those. Mark center, and then we're gonna drill us some pilot holes there. Now we need some looby-dooby for that booty. Going 3/4 inch hole on these outside ones. Our center hole, we're gonna take her to a girthy 1.5 inch. There we go. Oh, almost a perfect amount of battery to kill this thing. Give her a wipe job. Someone needs to clean this shop. I know what y'all's thinking. How are you gonna dimple die that dummy? It's welded to the truck. You always do it in the old press over there. Well, these old dimple dies, they got a through hole there, so we can drop a bolt through them, impact that sucker, and we can actually dimple it with it on the truck. We drop that through there, get the bottom side started, and hit her with the juice. Good, back her off. There she is, baby. Do the other 3. There's all the little ones. Let's get Big Mama. Now, Big Mama, well, she's big, so she requires a little bit of a heftier bolt. She takes about a 1/2 incher. It looks like you could go up to a damn 3/4 if you wanted. Simply insert your upper die. Pick that bolt up, baby. Slap a washer on her. Now you're ready. Next, simply place your UAE washer on the bottom with the nut and place her in the die on the bottom side and start that SOB. Next, you want to impact it like you got to do the lug nuts of the guy who cut you off in traffic and flipped you off. Just give her everything. Boom, baby. Now we got a number 5 from a dice. Yep, that looks like a dice. That's because every video I do is a roll of the dice. I'm just always out here not knowing what's going to happen around here. Firewall tub job, check. Dice inspired. Battery platform rust repair, check. Need to trim that edge. Guys, this is going pretty good. We need to build a fender well next of some sort. But let me remind you guys, I'm not a sheet metal guy. And y'all think I'm playing. I always say that, guys. I'm not playing. Nothing I've done here is overly complicated. Y'all see me cut out metal, bend it on my knee and underneath the floor jack, and just weld it back into place. It obviously ain't matching up perfect. That's because I didn't take the time to hammer and dolly and make it match up perfect, because on this project, I just don't care, guys. I hate to say it, she just ain't the one. And here's why I say I'm not a sheet metal guy. That thing, do y'all understand there are people out there who could build that whole body out of nothing but flat sheet metal? They could go to the metal supply place, buy good metal, and build that from nothing. There are guys where if they wanted to, this little car right here, they could build it from nothing. Now those are sheet metal guys. Hell, this panel hanging on the wall here, they could build it from nothing. Some of them could do it from one piece, which means they're sheet metal guys because they understand how much curving the metal is gonna take it from here and take it from there. And guys, that takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of time, a lot of dedication to understand metal like that. Those guys deserve that title, okay? Because they're the one who's put in the work to deserve a title like that. They would cut off what I just did to do it right. And that's just a fact. Just because old Puddin, look at all these examples sitting right by me, not even planned or staged, likes to put damn Dimple dies in everything he owns, don't mean I'm a sheet metal guy. It means I got Dimple dies in a damn hole saw set. I hit like a 6-month period where I thought I was gonna be a sheet metal guy, and I started gathering some tools, and I decided I don't like that stuff, guys. I wanted to like it, I just do not enjoy it. So I do not call myself a sheet metal guy out of respect to the guys who are sheet metal guys, because they deserve it. I do good enough until I'm happy with it and I move on. That's where we're at right here. Let's figure us out a fender well. I got some sheet metal and skills that'll pay the bills, but I don't really care, because I don't like that shit. Boy, I hope you guys ain't getting bored with this PFS old sheet metal edition video, okay? Slap the tire on, jack this baby up, found our first problem. We just need to trim right there a little better. That ain't a problem, I expected that. You may notice we're starting to touch right there. Now that could be a problem. No, it's not. I actually sat this thing down on the ground yesterday, and that is also one of the missing files. So with the tire on there, still like a good 1/4 inch gap there. I'm jacking the tire higher than it's gonna go than when the truck lays out, so we got extra room to clear stuff. It's the old little extra safety clearance method for building fender wells, baby. So I trimmed this piece up here till she kind of slips that firewall about like so. There we go. So we're gonna continue this piece down and towards this way. Instead of eagle-eyeing that with the tape measure, I'm just gonna slap us a piece of tape on here. Well, about the length of that's what we need to add to her. She gets the Pot County extension kit, and this gets the Pot County trim jobber. We're not touching up there anymore. Let's see how she fits. Kind of slip her down into place, get her fit up on the firewall. Y'all gotta get some of them carpet shears, I'm telling you. They'll cut damn bob wire, they don't give a damn. So I think if this was out of sheet metal, we could work it into place. But I spy with my little eye a potential problem. I'm planning on adding a piece kind of coming down this way. And if we do that over here, well, right here, we're gonna have a gap. So why don't we add a piece right here, and then whoop, she'll follow. Come this way about 2.5 inches. Maybe something like that there. And don't forget, folks, we are literally winging it and dinging it, baby. There ain't no planning, we're just firing from the cannon. And yes, I realize a cannon don't go on your damn shoulder, okay? Let's cut this out some sheet metal. There we go. Cut out, trimmed up, cleaned up. She's shiny like a hiney. I'm gonna bend her down because she's got to kind of slip the firewall. More fancy tools here. Get her wiggled into place here. We're gonna see where we want to start bending this thing. Maybe up in here. Got her looking like a zebra with all them racing stripes. She's empty. You set that baby on there and you kind of put some pressure over here and roll her back and forth, and hell, she'll bend it for you. When you pick up on it, don't give it too many ugga-tuggas or you'll crease it. But just enough keeps her, whoo, nice and slick, baby. Well, we just about nailed it there, guys. I didn't tweak that any, and we could definitely push that into place and tack her as we go. Pretty happy. So she fits good after the 75-25 bottle special. We could push this into place and start welding her after a little cleanup, but I do have a bead roller, so I just figure what the hell, let's have a little fun. See, they're getting them babies warmed up for tornado season, gotta test them out. We're just gonna draw 3 tortilla chips on there. I've never done one of these step patterns, so we'll try something like that out. As much as that tortilla chip design was making me want nachos, I decided to just kind of simplify her a little bit. So I got this baby pulled out, and I know you're thinking, hell, not everyone's got a bead roller. I don't have one either, guys. This baby's just a glorified come-along holder. Yeah, that's where we store that. And she is the best billboard in the shop right there. Get your stickers while they're hot. Exclusively available at the www.puddinsfabshop.com, and boy, we're sending stuff out and we appreciate the hell out of y'all. Yes, I have a bench top English wheel. No, I'm not gonna pre-stretch this. Yes, I know I could. No, I'm still not doing it.
I better use my strong hand.
That was rough, and I mean rough. Just pick up on that panel and roll that bottle. Oh yeah, she's coming back. We're gonna hit her with a little cleanup job on the old paint. Now, speaking of paint, this bottom side, kind of just dusting it with a little satin leather brown. Good quality stuff there, folks. Maybe it'll help protect it some. Kind of be hard to paint up in there. Now, speaking of wet paint and welding, I guess if we leave that wet and we just weld her on, that heat will help it bake on like powder coat. Start up here with a couple tacks. We may have to work this underneath here and work her that away, but I think she'll go. I think we're doing good so far, and this will kind of pick up and, well, she'll go into place, you'll see. Just gonna hold that corner where I want it. We're gonna get up on the backside and whoop that lip that away. We hit her with Woody the Woodpecker enough and she'll close that gap. And if she don't, get a bigger hammer. Not to hammer it with, you put that longer handle up against that fender, watch this. Boom, leverage. It was a sacrifice she was proud to make. We may burn her handle a little bit. She's Pot County approved, we'll take it. I'm the only one with them credentials. If I had my wallet on me, I'd show you guys. Just gonna have to take my word for it. Y'all see that gap right there? Got these slip firewall sheet metal pliers right here. You just put them on there like that and you give her a squeeze. There we go. Something about like that will work, won't it? When I say weld sheet metal, all you're really doing is you're the conductor on the old tack train, okay? So chugga chugga, tack tack. So we get to do that all the way around. Some of y'all are thinking it. I know it, because I'm like the Puddin Stoddle, like Aristotle, but better. You should have made them bolt in, then you could work on stuff. Well, guess what? The factory ones didn't bolt in. Mine aren't bolting in. I make stuff bolt in all the time, like on my truck and travel all, and I've never had to unbolt it. And this baby gets donk lift, so there's plenty of room to work underneath here. See, she's way up yonder, and this is way down here. About 17,000 trigger pulls later, she's welded in. Now, she may just be sheet metal, but guys, tying all this together with good metal again, well, we're making the front of this thing nice and strong. And that's good, because if I get this baby weighed down with 20,000 pounds and I'm doing a $120 across the Pot County line and I got to slam on my brakes, I may not get stopped and I'll take you clean out. So we're going to need some good crash protection in the front here. Who is it? Fender well from hell, that's who. Now, will the hood ever close again? Hell, I don't know. I didn't even think about checking for that. It should, but if it don't, hell, we'll just put hood pins in all four corners. Then if we get hood pins in all four corners, I'm gonna need a reason for hood pins, like a 3/4 cam Chevrolet 350 with the double hump heads, baby. Hell with that, we'll go with a Blueprint 383 stroker. My damned old uncle had a 383, his 78 K10 3/4 ton. And he'd slap a $100 bill on the dash and he'd say, if you can grab her, it's yours. He'd start shifting them gears, and boy, I could never lean up there. Woo! Classic. Y'all ain't never heard that story before, have you? Let's look at making this piece down here. That's enough BSing. Start trimming her to fit. These bigger pieces do like to hold a little curve in them. Try to work that out just a little bit. Hit her with the reverse back roll. Trim just a hair more. We'll just use the eagle eye. Heaven forbid we mark something. I trimmed up this back side to fit that firewall. She fits up good if you got 6 hands. I'm gonna trace this on the back side. Oh, she traced good. Now that I think about it, half the sheet metal work is just damn arts and crafts, ain't it? About to get out the damn popsicle sticks and the hot glue. Get our extension kit on here. Trim her there. Drop that to there. I'm just doing what makes the eagle eye happy, guys. Let's go see how we did. Oh, she'll work. Something like that'll work. Y'all want me to do them videos where the people, you just throw the stuff and snap your fingers and it becomes metal? If y'all seen them, y'all know what I'm talking about. We got her out of metal. She kind of whoop-de-doos this way, but I want to put a little bit of a curve in this. A dab will do ya. You don't need a whole lot, guys, just a little bit. We're gonna spruce her up with some bead rolling too. Mark them babies every so often and then just play connect the dots here. Now down here I'm gonna get buck nasty and go 2 1/4. And I ain't ever done nothing like this before, guys. I'm just winging it. Boy, that sure leaves a big lip down here. It'd be a shame if someone filled it plumb full of dimple dyes. I just happen to try every 2 inches and that seems to fit pretty damn good. Now we gotta mark center at 1 1/8. When you cover your 2 workbenches, make sure to start covering the 3rd. Heaven forbid we clean something around here. Well, these would look better if I could bead roll straight to save my damn life. But that's just crazy talk. Turns out you gotta use this thing more than once every 8 months to be good at it. Oh yeah, we really missed right there. Just bring her back, it'll be okay. Don't worry about that, that didn't happen. Oh yeah, it did, it happened. This is why I said to do proper sheet metal work, you'd need to throw this thing out and start again. We ain't doing that, this ain't the one. Oh yeah, we butchered her good. Holy macaroni. Instead of sitting there cranking that press 1,000 times, we're gonna see if the old motivator here won't expedite this process a little bit. Oh yeah, got her on rapid fire now. Yeah, she's whooped pretty good right there, but I'm gonna take it. A little more curve in her, took it for one more ride on the old 75-25. Let's see if we can wiggle her into place, guys. Hey, she's fitting up pretty good. Almost like we knew what we were doing on this one. Slight massaging down here. Boy, you damn right, baby. Just don't mind that gap down there. Sometimes you get lucky. Now, I'm not a sheet metal guy, but I am a Pot County legend, and let me show you the old legendary way to fix that gap. Is it a damn bakery in here? Is it dessert time after Thanksgiving? Almost smells like a baked pastry. Oh, that's what it is. It's that smell because we're getting ready to do a pie cut, baby. I don't think it qualifies as a pie cut unless you make it look like a piece of pie. So let me redo that. There we go. Kind of slide her that away. Now, I told y'all I ain't scared to weld a gap, and guess what? I ain't scared to weld a gap. Like that gap was never even there, baby. Oh, she gone, and guess what? If those will weld, the rest damn sure will. Oh, she's hot, she's strong, she's hefty. She's ready for anything you want to throw at her. Now, for the great Puddini's next act, we're gonna make this old weld right here disappear, baby. Flap attack. Knock them welds down, but try to stay out the metal. We'll get in the actual metal with this girl right here. Load up the old DA with some 220 because I'm plumb out of 80 grit. Hell, we'll take that. She'll be all right. Y'all want to see what 2 days of hard sheet metal working will get you?
Oh, shit.
There it is, baby. There's our results. This side was easy because I ain't too picky, but this side here, well, she may get a little tricky. Back in the day, I had a 90 on one of them and the tire hit it, But she lays a little lower now, which means that tire's trying to hit her just a little more. I think we're gonna just try to cut us a square around here and take that whole thing up. We're gonna have to get the hood popping cable out the way. One little bolt, she comes out. Get them old horns out the way. These ain't gonna be perfectly symmetrical. I'm just ballparking us some kind of close enough numbers. These ain't gonna be perfectly matching, but that gets us kind of the same, you know what I mean? Over here, this right here is what we're really focusing on. We're gonna try to slice her and take the whole thing where it can just go straight up. We're gonna end up with new brake lines, by the way. And if we weren't, we are now. Boy, I give it to Datsun. They plumb knew how to cover a firewall in everything. Luckily for me, I've always been good at doing the declutter. When it comes to these brake lines, boy, I finally had enough of them. One, it's never a bad idea to replace rusty brake lines. Two, I don't know if I've ever seen more of a ridiculous looking setup. Thing was trying to attack me. And three, this thing from the factory had drums all the way around, and now it's got Nissan hard booty disc up front and drums in the back, so we can upgrade everything anyhow. Upgrade! We're gonna put some newer factory parts back on it. Boy, look how clean that firewall is now. Heaven forbid it ain't just plumb covered in crap. I bet we're gonna have to cut something on the inside here. The sheet metal's gonna come off, watch. But boom, right there, there's our pedal assembly. Got her, looks like one spot weld right there above the old pinky. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, oh, yeah, spot weld right there. I see her now. So far, guys, this has been easier than I thought it was. I thought we were gonna have to wiggle up underneath the dash. We've managed to do it all from out here. Clean that plate good, because that's where all of our strength's gonna be. If we tack that there, we should be able to get on the inside and weld it in there and make her plenty strong. Let's tack this baby in place and see how we're doing. Eagle Eye knows best. So let's get her mocked up. Let's see how we did. See if it's enough. It may not be. Oh man. She's close, but you know what they say. Clearing's clearing, baby. When we run our line, we'll make her do a $180 and go that away. I don't want to trim any more off the top. I'm actually going to take that. I know some of y'all thinking I'm crazy. I guarantee you she's going to be just fine. You cannot drive the truck with the frame on the ground. You can try like hell, but all you're going to do is a burnout. A little smoke show action. A little tight fit up in here. She ain't the prettiest thing I ever seen. But she is welded up. Welded her on the inside, kind of got her on the outside. When we sheet metal that, it'll tie her all together. Slide her on there. We're gonna take a little extra off the sides, a little gap never hurt. Little trace pattern there. She's the metric equivalent of 1.25 inches, aka close enough. May have forgot to step out her holes. She fits pretty good. There's the master with the lift kit. Little Gaposaurus there, but she'll weld. Now, just like me with some security around me, you want to protect them studs. Not a huge fan of these, but they are good for getting weld sometimes. I got her all smooth out. I did up our protection here to Gorilla Tape instead of masking tape. And oh yeah, I may have tubbed her real quick. We'll finish this edge whenever we pull this fender off. Got this all trimmed out too. This fender well is probably gonna end up slightly different. Of course, we gotta work around it and everything. But we're talking about master cylinders, whatever. Let's go rob one off the old 720. I'm about to have to skedaddle. They said it may snow again tomorrow, so I figure if we're gonna do it down and back, might as well get her out the way. She should be disc, drums in the back, and this one here, let's see. I don't see her going to no proportioning. She's a hell of a lot simpler than the Datsun rig is. See if we can't get her pulled off. I don't know her flange is the same, but it don't hurt to try. Oh, the old ratcheting line wrench. She's sure coming apart easy. Boy, if y'all could see what's sitting right here. Don't worry, this old pickup never loses a load. Damn t-shirt weather all week, and then boom, here we are again. T-shirt weather again tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's doing. I'm so tired of snow, I ain't even gonna show me falling in the snow clip. It's just plumb worn out. What I do know is we got the kiddos enrolled yesterday, and we're about to pull that master cylinder off. Slight body work required. Bet it helps if you take all the nuts off. I thought that was just bolted to this, but I bet it's going through all of it. She's a little rusty looking. Oh man, looky there. That's what you want to see. Hubba hubba. Holy cow. Well, I ain't ever seen nothing like that my whole entire life. Man, that did not want to come off there. Gonna have to see if we can get one of these. I don't know if they got them available or not. As far as this matching up, the pattern is really damn close. We could slot those if we had to. We got to keep a tiny booster where we can make this fender well work, so that's what we're about to figure out now. We got a couple things to watch out for. If we take those nuts off, we got to be able to slide that thing forward to get this off. And of course, we still want this tubbed. And as you can see, that's pretty close, so here's what I'm thinking. I've thought of a few options, but I think we're gonna make us a template as close as we can to this one. She's gonna have to step further this way. We're gonna have to really slot it where that thing can slide in there if it has to. I'm doing a lot of staring, a lot of overthinking. We're gonna use this as our base guide to kind of match it to the other side and fire from the hip and just get going, see what we can make happen. It fits really close. We need to build up this corner a hair and this area right here a hair. We're gonna build it up with tape. Damn, is my drill leaking oil again? What the hell? Maybe, possibly, who knows? Just a little tune up on her. Let's get her out of metal. Damn, you darn tootin'. We had a little bit better day today on that old bead roller. Almost forgot to put something back there, didn't I? That's the good thing about metal. You can just weld her in and carry on. So far, everything's matching pretty good. Here's something that's a little different on this side. Of course, we hit her with the rust repair. This side's a little wider, I think, and it comes up because we took that hump out of that side. I mean, it don't flow perfect, but that looks pretty good, especially compared to that. So we're gonna do what any pie cutting expert would do. We're gonna pie cut till she looks right and she looks tight. That's a pretty decent chunk. Look how that starts matching up over here, so we know we're on the right track. This may be a little wide though. We're gonna cut this old Oklahoma tornado. I did better with the bead roller, but I'm doing terrible with that old grinder. Had to trim a little out of that corner and it got away from me there, and now look at that. What the hell? And by pie cut, I meant cut the whole damn piece out. Guys, it was too short, so we're just gonna have to slide the whole thing up and then make down there work. Welded that, then I sliced that, and I'm gonna just try to rotate that whole thing up towards this way. I'm just making a lot of work, guys. I'm gonna patch this thing up. That took way more time than I planned, but we got her kind of flowing good. Did have to build a little filler piece, but she looks a lot better than she did. Yeah. Damn it, guys, I ain't gonna have a back left on me. I did give her the Smooth Job Deluxe, and it does look better. Now we can look at our side panel piece. On this side, up in here, we're gonna have to basically go straight up and down with it. And dropping her straight up and down gets her close to the control arm. So we're gonna give us some new trim lines somewhere about in there. Look like a damn goose head. Yeah, we just made a bird. They ain't the same, but we're gonna maintain our same gap at the bottom, 2 1/4. We're gonna maintain our 1 1/8 up there. She'll fit 9 holes just like the other side. So she's different, but she's pretty similar, which is kind of close to the same. Got her rolled. Got her holed. I smacked her in our Dimple die mold. I bent it till she did what she was told. Hot damn, it sure is getting cold. Y'all remember that time a year ago when I fell in that old snow? Boom, baby! Said I wasn't gonna play the clip, but you were just getting trolled. Let's see how we're doing here. Here back has to stay nice and flat so it can fit in there. It's got to curve this way, but I do want a little in it. We don't want her just, you know, flatty-tatty. Thank goodness. Got her did. Another long, hard day of work here. Sheet metal takes a lot of time, guys, and in my opinion, I still half-ass it. Let's see what we got done. So what y'all think, huh? A little better than them old boat fenders I used to have in here, trailer boat fenders. Was kind of snowballed a little bit. Didn't plan on going this far with it. Now guys, the only thing that was hard about this was squeezing the trigger when I bought them Dimple dies and that bead roller, okay? But that's the only thing that makes this look fancy. Other than that, you know, we cut flat metal and bent it on a bottle and welded it into place. What I'm saying is you could do this, it just wouldn't be bead rolled and dimple dyed. Would that look as good? I don't know, because luckily for us, ours is bead rolled and dimple dyed. Even if we did make a few mistakes, she's better than she was. Guys, I kind of dig it. We'll probably have to drill a hole back here to run the line back through, no big deal. The old Datsun King delivery rig, she's gonna look pretty simple and clean underneath the hood in the end. She's looking good, but she ain't quite finished. When we swap fenders, we'll finish some of the sheet metal stuff underneath here. Still need to hook this up to the brake pedal. She ain't 100% done. It may not look like it, but we did a lot of work, guys, tubbing that firewall. We fixed the rust, shaping this, making these, raising that, cutting. It was a lot of work. Who cares if I'm gonna walk like Quasimodo the rest of my life after that? This thing is really starting to come together. I'm digging it, guys, I'm digging it. Merchandise is on the website, guys. We still got a lot of good t-shirts and stuff in stock. We're sending them things out as quickly as we can, so we appreciate the support from you guys. It means a lot to us. A lot of folks asked about our old patina fender here. This one right here, and yeah, she's beat to crap. I'll tell y'all more about that paint another day anyhow, because we're going to end up doing the whole truck one way, shape, or form. Kinda. Can't give away all my secrets now, okay? Let me run an idea by y'all though. I had a gentleman email me and say another channel, I'll figure out what it is. She cut up some body panels or something from one of her projects, made like little keychain medallion things and stamped them and sold them to help fund the project. And he thought that'd be a good idea for me. And I kind of like that idea. It sounds fun. It's a little creative. I like it. I thought it'd be fun to maybe take this old fender that we're going to take off here. What if we punched as many little 1.5-inch medallions out of that baby? Rare Pot County patina limited edition medallion thingies from the Datsun King delivery fender. The OG, baby. That's an OG fender. Maybe I could stamp them all PFS or something. That'd be kind of cool. Just spitballing a couple ideas. Drop a comment down below if you'd be interested. We'd probably sell them like 10, 15 bucks a piece, something like that. Get wrapped up right in time. We got a volleyball packed weekend and everything else. Still got a ton of editing to do nonetheless. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support from you guys and the fact y'all keep coming back and watching my shenanigans. I'm on the Instagram or the Patreon. I think we just covered everything. Except one thing, and you already know what that is. Telling people online how they should finish their projects don't mean you'll ever finish yours. No, that ain't it. It's sitting on your ass won't finish your project. That's what it is. See you guys next time. Well, you dang right. I reckon we could build us a little cover to sit right there, then you never even see that lid. Who knows? The possibilities are endless, guys. It's just damned old sheet metal. Everyone wants to know, will it run? Will it drive? Will it start? Hell, I just want to know, will the hood go on? The latch is not hooked up, so don't close this thing. I about gave her a shove. She'll close. May have forgot to put the other tie rod on.